My name is Marina Belaya. I live in St. Petersburg. I'm a phototherapist, an art therapist, and I'm currently studying to become a psychologist. I have been working with photographs for about 2 years, and every time I seem to rediscover this method. I took my first self-portraits in 27. My husband and I lived in a rented apartment, and I took a selfie right in the kitchen. These pictures didn't have a therapeutic purpose and deep meaning. I just wanted to fix the external changes. I got a new haircut. Now I take self-portraits periodically, most often on a smartphone. My experience has shown that shooting self-portraits allows me to track my emotional state, gives me the strength to live and work further. In the summer of 2023, I came up with an experiment posted on social networks that I was looking for people who wanted to take self-portraits in order to track the dynamics of their condition. 15 people responded to the call, but only 9 of them have completed. The reasons for participating in the experiment were different, from interest to desire to change your condition. A 32-year-old participant from Moscow came to the project with a desire to feel more confident. The daily shooting of self-portraits became a kind of ritual for her. It was a time just for me. If photos are important to me, then I'm important to myself. My favorite picture is a black square, which you need to look at to see a person. This is how it is in life. To consider a person, you need to pay attention to him. Take a closer look. A 32-year-old participant from Yekaterinburg felt excited at the beginning, had high expectation of herself, wanted to think over self-portraits, but then decided to relax and begin taking selfies. The experiment made it clear that I am not a constant, that I can be different. A 35-year-old participant from the Moscow region noted that she continues to take self-portraits for herself now. Self-portraits allow you to track your condition. A 61-year-old participant from Perm came to the experiment to explore herself. She understood that she didn't accept her age, and in a month and a half of filming she began to get used to age changes. Now my goal is to take more care of myself, pay attention to myself more point-wise in them. A 45-year-old participant from Kyoto set out to experiment with getting to know her real self. Self-portraits highlighted that I began to take my shadow side, putting myself and my interests first. A 34-year-old participant from St. Petersburg noted that for her daily self-portraits became a kind of ritual. Whatever happens in the world, she needs to take one picture a day. A 25-year-old participant from St. Petersburg noted that she had never interacted with her visual appearance before. The most she did was take selfies in a joyful moment. Self-portraits became for her a way of self-discovery and a way of creative activity. A 35-year-old participant from Moscow admitted that at the beginning of the project she felt insecure, but in the second week she began to shoot herself more often, including on video. Shooting self-portraits increased self-confidence. I wanted to show myself to the world. A 39-year-old participant from Moscow noted that this was her first experience shooting self-portraits. From the project, she received a new tool that allows her to capture the state at the moment. The experiment confirmed my hypothesis that self-portraits have a therapeutic effect. In the future, I want to continue the experiment and expand the geography of participants. So, if you have any other questions, I will be glad to answer them. My contacts are on the slide.